And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go. 19. Gotta go. There. Let's go, 14.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Now Wilson on second down. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. From the 2 now, second and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wilson, buying time to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Janikowski adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, these Miami Dolphins coming back out here for their next offensive series, and they've lost a couple games in a row, and now 4-4, and all that Brocktober talk, that's kind of come to a screeching halt. Some struggles as of late.
Yeah, and it was made for great headlines. It rolled off the tongue well. But I don't think anyone has watched NFL football.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now Tannehill, flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Tannehill. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now it's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Quinn able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Let's go, 14. Gun.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run?
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Trey Madden taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Janikowski on for the extra point. Janikowski good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 44 yards. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougald, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Stills the intended target. But just taking a glance real quick at next week's games in the NFL. The Chiefs at Browns, that's kind of intriguing. Obviously, the Browns are struggling, Charles, but Mayfield and Mahomes, that's going to be a fun quarterback battle.
It's going to be a blast, isn't it? Maybe they can recreate their day when they played against each other in college, when Mayfield had transferred from Texas Tech to Oklahoma. Mahomes is now the starting quarterback at Texas Tech. Mayfield throws for 545 and 7 touchdowns, and the better game was had by Mahomes. Now, Mahomes' team lost, but individually, 734 yards, 5 touchdowns, and ran for 85 yards more. It's unbelievable. I thought both of their arms would fall off at the end of that game.
Those are some Big 12 stats right there. Now, you've got the stat sheet from that game in front of you. How many times did Mahomes throw it?
He threw it 88 times.
That's unbelievable.
88. I think that game ended probably 2 days later.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson dumps that off to Penny, his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run for it with Carson, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They go with a screen to Gore. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. On 1st down, Tannehill flushed out right. It's caught, Stills, right side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the play. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Lady!
Tannehill on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jaron Reed with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get it that time to Stills. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here.
He's got him in. Complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Wilson now. Only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Janikowski now for the point after. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.